So here we have the warm-up problems for the distributive property fluency quiz. The important thing to remember here is that you always have to distribute whatever numbers in front of the parentheses to everything on the inside. So like this first one with this negative 5x, I have to distribute that to both the x and to the negative 3. And it's important to remember that that negative goes with it as well. So when I do negative 5 times x, that is a negative 5x. Then when I distribute it to the negative 3, it's a negative 5 times a negative 3, making it positive 15. Let's look at the second one. I have a 1/5 that I have to distribute out. Now, multiplying by 1/5 is the same as dividing by 5. And depending on what numbers you're working with, thinking of them in either way might be simpler. So like here I'm looking at 10, dividing by 5 makes more sense as far as working this out. So 10x divided by 5 is 2, and there's still that x. So we have a 2x. Same thing here, we have 15 divided by 5 is 3. If you did think of it as multiplying by 1/5, it would just be 10 over 5 reduced to 2, 15 over 5 reduced to 3. Let's look at the third one. This is a little tricky just because there's decimals, so you just might want to use a calculator. So I have a 2 that I need to distribute out to both of these numbers. So I need to multiply it by both of those. So using my calculator, I need to do 2 times 29.5, and that's 59. So 2 times 29.5 is 59, and then 2 times a 4.3 is 8.6, and we still have that x. And then the sign in between, because there's a positive 2 times a negative 4, that's going to be negative. Looking at the last one, the only thing out front that I need to distribute is this negative. So when I distribute that out, it's basically just going to change the sign of everything. So a negative times a positive 2.2 makes it a negative 2.2. And a negative times a negative 3.6 makes it a positive 3.6. So again, with these, like we worked with them a lot, the most important things to keep in mind, the things that I see people mess up all the time, is keeping the negative with whatever's being distributed. So also distributing the negatives, and then also remembering to distribute to the second or even third or fourth, however many there are. A lot of people will distribute to the first one and forget the later ones.